do you all a favor, and I will not sing. You did a beautiful job. I think you did that. I am honored to receive the Jane Addams Children's Book Award for older readers. First, I want to thank Mary Ann Baker and the other members of the awards committee for recognizing Sylvia and Aki. The book recounts the childhood experiences of Sylvia Mendez and Aki Minumitsu during World War II, and it follows an important school desegregation lawsuit that was almost lost to the footnotes of history. I'm grateful for this award because it will help to bring this story to more young readers. Librarians will shelve Sylvia and Aki as historical fiction, but it isn't. It's really fictionalized history. The story told is true. It is based on court transcripts, legal decisions, and interviews with Sylvia and Aki, who are now in their 70s and living in Southern California. And they're still friends. This book is classified as fiction because I work with the subjects to create quotes and to fill in the details where memory failed. I thought about writing the book as nonfiction, but the editor, the wonderful Nicole Geiger of the former Tricycle Press, thought it would be more engaging to tell the story in a novelized format. The goal was to invite children into history, to help them imagine what it must have felt like to be 9 years old and forced into an internment camp, in the case of Aki, or in Sylvia's case, to be turned away from her neighborhood school and told to enroll in the Mexican school on the other side of town. For so many children, history is the story of what one group of adults did to another group of adults a long, long time ago. No kids allowed. It was my intent with this book to let history reveal itself through the story of two girls struggling with different forms of discrimination. In this book, children play the lead roles. Children make history. When I learned that Sylvia and Aki had won the Jane Addams Children's Book Award, I became curious about how Jane Addams had been shaped by her childhood. I knew about Hull House and Addams's role in the progressive movement, but I didn't know what had prompted her to dedicate her life to those less fortunate. What happened in her childhood to fill her with such compassion? This is what I found. When Jane was 2 years old, her mother died. Jane had severe spinal problems, probably caused by tuberculosis. She was pigeon-toed, and she walked with her head awkwardly tipped to one side. She thought that she was ugly. So ugly, in fact, that she stayed several steps behind her father on the street because she worried that her appearance would embarrass him. She felt different, inferior, marginalized. She identified with the poor in a way that many of her peers did not. No doubt her compassion for others was an extension of her desire to be treated with compassion herself. Among her many notable quotes, Jane Addams once said, "Nothing could be worse than the fear that one had given up too soon and left one unexpended effort that might have saved the world." I never had the privilege of meeting Sylvia's father, Gonzalo Mendez, but I suspect that he may have felt the same way. He didn't quit fighting when his children were admitted to the school near their home. At considerable personal expense, he pressed on with his lawsuit for the benefit of all the children in the county. His effort led to the desegregation of schools in Orange County and then the entire state of California. A young lawyer by the name of Thurgood Marshall took a special interest in the Mendez case, and he filed a legal brief that tested the arguments that would be used 7 years later in the lawsuit Brown versus Board of Education, which brought African American and Caucasian and Hispanic and Asian children together in classrooms across America for the first time. Jane Addams didn't give up too soon, and neither did Gonzalo Mendez. Both of their stories inspire me, and I am pleased to have had a chance to bring this story to a broader audience. Thank you very much.